I'm Cassandra Bradford Wilson, and I am an interactive speaker. I'll just give you a little bit about myself. We're going to talk about the mind of business, and I know that most of us are already business owners in this room, but some of us don't have the mind of business. We really still think that we're still working for somebody else, or we're not really business owners. I meet a lot of business owners because that's really one of my businesses, and they still have not grasped the concept that it's their business. They think, well, I'm the boss, so I can go to work whenever I want to, or my hours are 9 to 5, and I'm off on the weekend, and you know, all these great and wonderful things, but it doesn't really work that way. So someone asked me a while ago, what qualifies and quantifies you to talk about business, right? So I'm just going to give you a little history about me. I've been an entrepreneur. I've been a small business owner. It's 16 years. It'll be 17 years in March. That's me. I started off as my background is I'm a biomechanical engineer. I know that's just like me, right? Right? I'm a biomechanical engineer, and basically it just means a whole lot of student loans, a whole lot of debt, right? But we were the first crash test dummies in low-speed auto accidents to determine whether or not a person can be injured in an accident. So really, we were a crash test dummy, a human crash test dummy. So that's me right there. But with that, I evolved. I have 32 years. That's my very first company. My very first company is a company called Insurance and Medical Records Review, which you never hear me talk about here in the state of Texas because I don't advertise in Texas. Even though I have clients here, that's what brought me to Texas. I was a certified minority-owned business in the state of California. I was doing some work for a bunch of law firms here in Dallas. Got here because I'm a certified minority business. Moved my home, my family, and my business here. So that's one of the companies that I own. I own another. Well, I'm the president of the North Texas Minority Chamber of Commerce. I'm also the founder of the Run Women's Conference. Right, we're in 3 states next year. Right. Another company I have is Genesis Preferred Solutions, which is what most of you know me by. I have a cupcake line called Sunshine Signature Cupcakes because I believe in cake. I believe in the power of cake. I believe cake causes world peace, one slice at a time. And my husband and I just started KRWC Media Group. As a result, I know. She's like, wow, right? Right. Then I had time to work on my doctorate. So what I'm talking about today comes from my first book called, and I'm an author, from God's Little Book of Business, right? I've written 2 books. I'm working on one. The first one is called God's Little Book of Business, and my second one is The Power of Cake. For you people just think that all I do is talk about cake and eat cake, right? I do have a book about cake. I do love cake. Right? So we're going to talk a lot about cake, but we're going to talk about getting your mind ready to be in business, right? I love speaking. I love interacting. I love building relationships. And one of my mentors are here, this Miss Denise Banks, right? She's a great speaker. But I love meeting people. Normally when I go to a networking meeting, I want to meet everybody in the room. I don't want to just want to know you. I want to know who you know, right? You may not can use my services today, but I think you know someone that can use my service, right? Right. So what we need to do now is we need to conform our mind. We need to change our mind on how we think about doing business, how we think about networking with other people, how we build relationships. So the first thing we have to do is condition our mind. We have to change our thinking, and I call it thinking, and you guys have heard that. And one of the things that I can tell people when they're transitioning 100% into being a small business owner, you have to change your thinking. So if you're still stealing sticky notes and ink pens from banks and other people, right? You're not ready. You're not ready. And I call them the sticky note thieves, right? Because you're still stealing from your job. Or you're still stealing from other people. You know that you can't give it back, right? Because you wanted God to bless you. You're not going to lead us and bless you because you're a thief. You just a thief. Just raise your gun right here. It's you. I'm talking about you, right? It's not yours. It's theirs. Because what if you had employees and they stole all your sticky notes? What would you do?
Fire them.
But it's okay for you because it's you.
Yeah.
Because you're special, right? I call you sticky note thieves, right? And then what you do is you badmouth your employer's clients, right? Oh, they're no good. They don't pay on time. They never take me to lunch, right? They don't take the president to lunch. Well, what about this was your business? Would you want someone to talk about you, right? Are you really ready for clients? Right. And some of us, our client list haven't grown because we have at ourselves, right? Because if you're looking at think about your business and why you're stagnant. It may be because you owe your last employer some ink pens and an apology. Because it wasn't all them. You had a part to play in probably why you were fired or let go or why you left. They ain't fired me, I quit. Well, you fired me, I get a 20% quit. Right? But all this malicious talk, your mama, right? I call it your mama syndrome. Because we like talking about other people thinking that it's edifying us, and it's not. And even when you network is not as big as you think. We're in the Metroplex, right? You say, oh, the Metroplex is huge. But I've seen some of you guys in other places, right? So what if, news travel fast. It travels real fast. So if we're bad-mouthing other people, now we're looking at you different. Because really it hurts who you are as a person. If you're trying to build a relationship, right? I'm out building a relationship, but if I'm out talking about you, right? I've already sent it out there before me. So people say, well, you know what, I may not want to go to her conference or whatever it is that she's doing because she's already talking about people. So she's going to talk about me. When you're networking, your objective is to build relationships. Exactly. I don't know what part of relationship that we get stuck on once we pass a business card. We think that this today is all about passing a business card, which it goes beyond that. We need to put wings on the business card and send it straight to the heart because it goes further than just a business card. So we just stop talking about people, right? It's malicious, right? So how many of us are just full-time small business owners? We're 100% in both feet. All of us, some of us in the room. Even if it's ministry, do you know ministry is a full-time job? It's governed by the Texas Business Code. And I know a lot of people in ministry don't believe that way. They don't. They go, oh no, this is the work of the Lord. It's you have to abide by the laws of the land. I mean, preach. Understand. So when you're in your business, do you get overtime pay? No. Vacation pay? No. Right? I didn't take 2 weeks off. Yeah, no. That means you have to get up and hit it and quit it. Right? And how many of us started our business because we believe that we can make more money? Right? But how many of us can do it for free? Because those people, I get people all the time, oh no, you don't pay me. Well, 9 times I'm going to tell you a true story. I do own an insurance fraud business. And all we do is looking for needles in a haystack. We're trying to tell, insurance companies, what's going on with the person that's injured, and we tell them attorneys how much they need to settle for. Because I know we hear the radio, we're going to trial, right? But I'm going to tell you, only 2% of auto accidents ever make it to trial. So stop listening to what you hear right now. So, true story, I'm planning my 4th of July dinner with my family, right? We're getting ready to eat a whole bunch of food, a whole lot of cake. And I get a call from a client, this is Cassandra, emergency. We go to court on July 5th. We have some medical records. Can your team take a look at it? I said, well, June 30th. Sure, send them on over. I'll delegate. Well, anyway, as they wheelbarrowed all these medical records in because this lady treated with over 172 doctors, that meant that I didn't have a 4th of July weekend because I gave my word that he would have a report by the 5th. So basically, I almost worked for free because I worked my butt off. And I couldn't charge them what I told them on the phone, right? So I did work for free. I've missed many holidays because I want to make sure that I'm giving my clients what they want. Or what happens if I said that I'm going to give it on the 5th and I didn't have it? So I'm probably going to offer it to them for free. So did I just work for free? Yes. Yeah, people get real quiet when I say it was free. I don't do free. You pay me or else, right? But we don't understand, but when you're small business owners, you will do it for free because repeat business is the best business. And another thing that I have in order to get your mind right, please tell me that you are not the boss and CEO of your company. Are you the boss and CEO of your company? I don't want to be a boss. I don't like that job. I like saying words I don't know. This is my favorite word. I don't know. Because if I'm the boss, everything falls on me. Another example, the office building that I was in Fort Worth, the toilet overflowed. in the building. So they call me. Like, what you want me to do? I don't know how to fix a toilet. Well, Cassandra, the toilet is running over, and you're the boss. I'm not the whole boss. The building owns the bathroom. Did you call the building manager, right? If the toilet overflowed in the White House, do you think they're going to call President Barack Obama? I'm just asking questions because I think you guys are smarter than me, right? And sometimes being the boss is not a good title to have. It tells people like me who dibble-dabble in law who to sue, to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. When you tell me I'm the president and CEO of the company, I already know in my mind if something happens between me and you in this business transaction, I'm going to figure out a way to make this personal. So now I bring you into play, even if you're incorporated. The reason why you get incorporated is to give yourself a veil of protection. You are an employee of your company. You pay yourself a salary when you're able to do so, right? But if you're going around telling everybody you're the president and CEO, people like me just go, okay, well, if something goes south, you're the victim. I'm going after you full-fledged. I'll give you another. This is a true story. I had a caterer. Had a family dinner. He cooks yummy food. I like to eat, right? So we paid him his bill. He sent us an invoice. We paid it. The day of my family dinner, he never showed up. Right? I'm still hungry. Right? So I called, hey, he's not responding to phone calls, text messages, emails, letters. So I said, I'll tell you what. So I sent him a letter. I said, not only do you owe me the cost of the dinner, you owe me the price of the venue, you owe me for the food that we had to go get, now you owe me for my family's airline tickets for flying in. He said, how do I owe you? Watch. Let me tell you what I did. I went online and I researched him. He is not incorporated. He's a DBA. He's an assumed name, which means he, the person, assumes the risk of his company. Oh, so now your personal assets come into play, right? So I also did an asset check to find out the house that he lives in because he offers out of his house. He owns the house. He owns 4 vehicles. In the state of Texas, a single person only have 1 vehicle parked in their driveway. So now I'm going to put a lien on his house and all 3 cars. One of them I don't want this little. Anyway, right. Or is he really the boss? Are you the boss? Are you the president, CEO? Sometimes what you say could hurt you. I'm a consultant. There you go. Not the boss. I don't want to be the boss. I've seen that job. I don't want it. It's too much, right? So sometimes in this country that we live in a great country, United States of America, but we have not fully embraced diversity. I told you I was a crash test dummy. I'm a biomechanical engineer. And when I started that back in, I was the only woman. And women were not in that field. So yeah, I got hit hard. Well, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know anything about cars. I can tell you about a car. I can take it apart and put it back together for you. But men felt that at that time women knew nothing about cars. So if I went into a shop and said I want to write an estimate on the shop, I want to look at the frame damage, because back then it was right before unibody construction, because back then they would tie a frame to a tree and pull it. Well, I would go in there and I want to sit, and they would tell me, you don't know anything about a car because you're a woman. How you just scared of the rule that you read line our estimate. Alright? So do you think that America has fully embraced diversity, whether it's gender or color? We have not. And we see that now all on social media and everything else. Anyway, let's talk about something else. Now, are you the boss? When you started your company, did you do your market research? Did you research your competitor? And a lot of people go, well, hey, I'm a small business. I don't have time for that. Sure you do. Yeah, you do. I hope you do. Because how do you know if your price points are right? How do you know how to market? Who are your target markets? Do your target markets change? Monthly, quarterly, seasonal, right? My target markets change 4 times a year for my small business consulting. It does. So have you thought outside the box? What's amazing to me is when people start their business, they always want to be like someone else. And it throws me every time because I don't understand it, right? Why do you think there's the Pepsi Coke challenge? You don't think Pepsi is sending spies over to Coca-Cola to see what they're doing if they got that new lemonade, raspberry, pomegranate Coke? Right. They send spies in the camp all the time. So why didn't you send a spy over into your competitor's camp? Do you know what they're doing? So if Denise and I both own, I don't know, a cupcake business. What cupcakes you make? We make the same cupcakes, right? We use the same baker. That baker uses the same ingredients. I send spies over there so I know how much Denise is charging for her cupcakes, right? So why would you go to Denise's bakery instead of mine? I talk about cake all the time. She doesn't. You never see her. She never talks about cake. Have you ever heard Denise talk about cake? I've never heard Denise talk about cake. Have you ever heard me talk about cake?
Yeah.
Every day. I dream about it. I have cupcake dreams, right?
Right.
But why would you go to Denise's bakery and not mine? What is she doing her marketing that is there? I'm out here hitting these streets every day, Alice, telling everybody about the power of cake. It's powerful. That can change your life. You don't understand? It's going to be in heaven. There's going to be a cake table, right? When you get past the gate, if you can get past Peter, once you, it's going to be to the right there. It's a cake table, right? In my Bible, it would say. Right. But why would you go to hers instead of mine? Maybe she's bilingual, right? Maybe she's open on Sunday after church, right? I'm not, right? Maybe at her bakery, you know, she got a cute guy, you know, feeding you cupcakes. Shut my business down. Right. It's amazing that we don't have a USP. It's your unique selling proposition. What makes you different from your competition? Right? Some people say, oh, it's my smile. We don't want to see your teeth. What's your website? What are you doing different? I'm going to give you just a pet peeve where you guys can understand. I'm a woman who needs her hair done all the time. Why is it that hair salons are closed on Monday? What if I want to get baptized every Sunday? Why are you laughing at me? Every Sunday. But the salons are closed on Monday. It's amazing to me. Well, it's my day off. Why is it Monday? Because everybody else is closed on Monday, but you're not everybody.
Right.
You're building a brand, you're building a business, right? Why can't you go to the senior citizens home and do hair, right? Curl their hair or wash their hair where they're not sitting in a chair for 3, 4, 5, 7 hours a day. They have diabetes, they can't sit there long. They have to eat. I have to eat all the time. Ain't none of the way for nothing, right? So do you think outside the box for your business? It's amazing that we don't. And we are great thinkers because you had a vision to start a business. And when God gave you the vision, He gave it to you in color. It was so vivid to you. You knew what you were wearing, right? You knew the shoes you had on. It was all colorful. You knew it was red, orange, and brown. There was no green in the picture. You knew everything, but He only gave it to you. He gave you a part of the vision. He didn't give you the whole vision. It was only in part. And so now you're so happy with that little bitty part that you have. Now you're running with it. He didn't give you the whole thing. But you started running with the little part of the vision. And you're working it. You're trying to execute it, right? But you didn't think about being different. Because I know there was another part of the story. But we stopped the vision because we believe that it should look like somebody else's.
Right.
I don't know. Talk to somebody. I ain't preaching. I'm just saying. Right? In my dreams, there's cupcakes everywhere. Every event I go to, there should be cake. That's just my vision. So I know that we're smart in this room, that we should all think about our USP. So I think that later today, when you go home and you're really thinking about your vision, and you're looking at who your target markets are this week or this month or this quarter, think about your vision. Think about your USP. Think about what you should be doing differently about your business that sets you apart from your competition. Because I always tell the story. How much time I got? I don't
Wrap it up. Yeah,
I gotta wrap it up.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be a long story. I have a gardener who cuts my grass, right? And so I'm doing a workshop just like this, and I had a heckler, and I don't understand people that heckle in a workshop.
That's
In my life, this is my life. And he kept saying, hey, I'm mowing below. And I said, okay, you know. So he started throwing his business cards. I'm like, am I a stripper on the pole? It's supposed to be money, just throwing the business cards, right? And I'm like, dude, what do you do? He said, I'm a lawn guy. I'm mowing below. I said, okay, I don't know. Let me tell you who I use. I've never met my guy. I got a fly on my door. They have an e-lawn service, right? Every day, every week, they send me the weather forecast, right? And so, since I combat my homeowners association, who is a homeowners association? Just me.
I used to work for one.
Have you ever sent you a letter with a picture of weeds in your flower bed?
Or my mailbox.
That's the devil, right? Because I feel if you were that close to take a picture of my weed, you could have just reached down there and pulled them up. That's just how I think, right? So I'm always combating them. Well, my line guy, they will send me, hey, it's going to be raining in the forecast. We won't be there on Tuesday, right? And then they send me another one after they cut my grass and say, your home is beautiful. I said, they haven't been on the inside. They haven't been on the inside, right? But now I can take that email and combat my homeowners association. You guys were there at 6 o'clock in the morning. My guy was there at 10. So give me a break on the fine, right? So this guy, I said, dude, so if you can beat that for the same price, I would change my service and use you. This is lady, all I do is money. So why would I leave what I already have? Right. To go to someone that's not going to give me the service that I'm used to having. And that's what you're doing. You're a new business. Most of us are new businesses, right? So we want to make sure that we're capturing that target, that market that we're in. And only you know, and you're more creative than I am, right? I talk to people like Brandon because they have that creative mind. I dollars and cents, bottom line. That's all I want to know. When will it make me some money? Right? I am Cassandra Bradford, Dr. Cassandra Bradford Wilson. I am with Genesis Preferred Solutions. We are a small business consulting firm. We will help you with structure, your foundation. I believe that if you're not a legal business that, I shouldn't be doing business with you, and I won't do business with you if you're not legal. That's what we'll help you do. I'm also known for being getting you certified minority or woman-owned. In the state of Texas, we do qualify for 2 of those certifications. We also help you with any kind of contract writing. You don't necessarily need to have an attorney, but I will always recommend that you have prepaid legal, because if you don't understand legality issues of contracts and you just signing your life away, I will 100% guarantee you're going to need one in your lifetime, especially if you are a small business owner. Okay? We also help with nonprofits, 501c3s. We do not do grant writing, but we just added that new component this year. Is there anything that I said that you need me to repeat? Or do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I got a question. I have an LLC in one business, but it's a totally separate industry. I think I told you this before. I think we talked about it. Well, it was a while ago.
Did you pay a consultation fee?
No, I didn't. Okay. So I'm answering my question for free. But pretty much what I'm asking is, I have an E&O insurance for my insurance company. Do I still need to get an LLC on top of that?
For E&O?
No. What I'm asking is, I'm protected with the E&O for someone suing me. Do I still need to get an extra protection of having an LLC with the insurance company, or could I just follow up on
Let me tell you what I do.
Okay.
Because I have to have E&O coverage too.
Yeah.
I have my E&O over my parent company.
Okay.
Though I have subsidiaries under my corporate structure, my E&O is over my parent company, so everything that bleeds down is protected.
Okay. I got you.
For errors and omissions. E&O is errors and omissions.
To ask, you mentioned that you would help getting certified minority owned. How does that help? What kind of areas that?
Well, it doesn't help if you're a nonprofit. This is only for for-profit. So is it for for-profit companies?
Nonprofit.
Nonprofit doesn't apply because you can't discriminate for race, color, creed, gender, anything when you're a nonprofit. So it doesn't apply.
And so you mentioned that you do help with nonprofits. Is that being established as a nonprofit organization? Is that your?
We will do your nonprofit filing because you do have to be incorporated in order to, before you can file for a 501c3. And we will prepare all the documents. We will do all 17 attachments that you need for the 1023. And so you do know that being 501c3 is just your exemption. It has nothing to do with your structure. So even now with the 501c3, C6, you have 17 attachments now that go with that name. And they're not, even though you can, a lot of people pay the minimum, if your revenue, your projected revenue is above that, you're going to have to change your status, so you have to pay more money in the back end. So be careful of people telling you, oh, you only have to pay the $400 filing fee. Because if your projections are higher, you're going to end up having to do a status, and you're going to end up getting in trouble. So I'm just FYI. And so now a lot of nonprofits don't understand. Is somebody ringing? My time is up. A lot of people don't understand on 501c3. There's so much reporting that has to be done. Now you have to report down to the penny. Before it was to the quarter. So be real careful when you start accepting grant money. And if you don't have someone that understands how to make sure that all your numbers line up, you're going to be in big time trouble. You're going to be in big time trouble. A lot of people always want grant money and don't understand all the reporting that goes along with that.
Thanks, Cassandra.